Hey, welcome YouTube. So today I want to do a review of where I'm at on a set to mock creation. Um, what I've done here. So this is I've taken a few of the Lego 3-in-1 creator set number 31097, the Townhouse Pet Shop and Cafe. I'll link it later on. It'll be somewhere up here, over here, who knows. I'll figure it out. Um, but I wanted to make my own mock, and this is another set to mock building that I did. And so I want to take a walk through and show you what's going to go into LAWLsville. I mean, it's LAWL Lego, so you got to have the name of the town's got to be LAWLsville. Uh, but I want to walk through what it is. So it's different than the original design. I kept a lot of the same type of architectural aspects, like with the sliding window here, a lot of the framework here. Obviously the same door set, but I've had to widen it out, and I'll walk you through it. This is on a 32 by 32 Mills plate. LAWLsville is all set on Mills plate. I want to do it because I'm future proofing for putting in lights and all sorts of other stuff, and I figured make sure that I've got nice connectivity, so I can run wires through it and everything else. I can set up and redo a lot of the road layouts. So why don't we get into a review of the overall building? So we'll start at the top. All right, so what we've got here is the top floor. On the original set, there's just a single solar panel, so I doubled it for the overall building. And this architectural piece here is part of this floor, or part of this section. Remember, the Creator 3-in-1 set is a dollhouse configuration, so it is not modular. This is a fully modular design. I'm going to actually show you some cool stuff, how I kind of set it up. So this is the roof of one half and the third floor for another. The interior is not done yet, and I'm going to spin everything around and show you what I've done here. But I'm still kind of playing with it, so the interior is not done. I have some ideas for it, but I want to at least show some of this off. So let's take a look from the top view here. So over here we've got a nice little jacuzzi set up. It'll become apparent as I go through each level. I got a little light here in the back, so kind of like, hey, so if it was on at night, it'll be on. A little garden. Again, this little garden piece was in the original building, so I wanted to keep it as a feature. I might add another one in here just for like another little planter, maybe even set up a little bit more of a garden area. And again, just to look back up here, solar panel. So pan down to the front before I start moving some other stuff around. So here in the front, I kind of made this never existed before. As you can see here, I used some of the railings that were part of the set. In here, you can see white masonry brick. Now this just came out with the Fab 5 set. So I purchased them and thought when I set it all up, I was like, oh, this is going to be great to use for this build out. So first thing you can see here is, I'll take a pan back here a second. They're two individual pieces. So this floor here, I'll pick it up and spin it around a little bit. A lot of the same architectural work that was done here, but I purposely built it as a separate floor concept for the modular itself. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Okay, so next we'll move into this building, and I'll do a spin around so everybody can see what the detail looks like. But this roof piece comes off. Not break the roof. Lol, this is why I can't have nice things. Oops. So I'll slide the camera back here. So I'll put the roof over there for a second. And again, we have the next level building. So you can see I got a hole in the floor. So that will be where a staircase comes up. The plan for this is like a master bedroom suite. Um, so whoever's living here this would be their master bathroom, master bedroom. They've got a nice little walkout to a jacuzzi, a nice little front balcony area. I think it's really kind of cool how I did it. Again, some of the architectural type features that are in here were reminiscent of the set, so I wanted to keep those. I liked how that looked. I used just the solid brown doors for a lot of the features. And as you can see, I used a lot of different masonry brick to try to break up just the blandness of, like, see right here with this section of brick. And try to keep a lot of the same type of color palette. So, like, between the tans and the medium nougat. Added a couple of extra windows in here. And then, as you can see over here. So that is the whole top floor. So let's put this all back together. And then I'll bring you to the next floor. Okay, so now we have the second floor. So again, some of the same type of architectural elements I wanted to keep from the original build. So like this little porch area here, this window frame, the same with this one here. If we spin it around, we have this same type of window box as well. And then to keep it as a modular, I needed to add on another set of windows. And again, I wanted to keep that same look. I think it was key that I kept the same overall look and feel as I went through the build process. If we spin it around, so initially I was going to do this as two separate apartment buildings. The yellow would have been one apartment, and then the nougat dark orange side would have been another. And I said, and when I was working and playing with the staircase, and I'll be showing that in a little bit, I'm like, I kept hemming and hawing because I wanted to try to figure out a way to brick build out a set of stairs that went up one way and went up the other. And I said, you know what? Let me just do it this way. So I built two separate porches. So this one is part of this overall apartment, no stairs, but as you can see, again, white masonry brick. I think it looked really good, and try to keep a lot of the different architectural elements from within the original set. So again, this one more of a plain fence line, and then walking into, so I've already started tile, like made a little bit of like a rug type area, like so you can scrape off your shoes before you go into a house. So let's take a look on the outside before we go into the inside. So again, this was actually part of the original build, this little guy. If everybody knows this set, one of the builds is a giant coffee cup. I've held that off. I didn't want to add that as part of this build. I think I'm going to use a coffee cup somewhere else. Where, I don't know. But I did want to build out another set of these type of shade setups. I thought I think these are really cool. I like the design of it. So I built another set. Hey, my Lego, I'll do what I want. Well, all right. So now let's take a look. So we've spun all the way around. So let's take a look in the inside. So I'm still trying to figure out how and what I want to do in here. I'm thinking more of this side. This kitchen area was already part of the set, so I think I'm going to leave that there. Probably build it out a little bit more. Make like a small informal dining room area. You saw the hole in the floor where it goes up into the master suite. This is where I'm going to build a staircase. I haven't done it yet. I've got a couple of different thoughts on doing maybe like a spiral staircase, I think that's what I'm probably going to end up with. If we look from this direction, this is where a flat screen TV is going to be. So there'll be a couch area over here. This is kind of like the, hey, hangout type chilled room. Maybe build out a stereo system. There's a lot of cool sets that have gone out recently, and I'm going to borrow some ideas. To kind of gather and do some nice little mini builds for it. But that's going to be the top floor. So we'll pause here for a second. Take one more look from the front view. And we'll move to the bottom floor. All right, so now we're on the bottom floor. So I basically took the original facades, the original fronts, and basically just expanded them. So they'll fit across the full base plate itself. So I just expanded out the window frames over here on the cafe side. I left the same detail with the coffee cup and everything else. This was all from the set itself. Like that's how you build it. That's how I kind of left it. The windows, though, I definitely expanded so I could get that full depth of view. Same thing over here with the pet shop side. Just expanded out. Left the ATM detail in here. Again, this is original to the set. I liked it. I'm like, I'm not going to mess with it. It looks great. Let's keep it all together. So, again, if we look through, used a lot of the blue. For some texture, I threw in a couple of masonry brick. Kind of like it. And spin it around. So then we've got the back door area. There's probably some changes I'll make back here. Obviously, I have a different color blue brick. There's no exterior light, so I've got to set something up there. But again, it's Lego, so I can make changes whenever I want. It's mine. I'll do what I want with it. So anyways, I built brick built some stairs. So this goes up to that next level, and where I've got the gray plate here, that would be kind of the continuance onto the porch area. And then a light area towards the back of the cafe side. Again, keeping with a lot of the same framework, same color patterns. I wanted to make sure and kept a lot of the same window structures. So basically, I just took the structure that was there, expanded it out, and kind of tried to, in areas where I felt it was more appropriate, I kept it like that. All right, now let's, hold on. So let me spin it all the way around here. Okay, now let's take a look inside. Again, the pet shop side, there's some stuff in there that I just brought in. Start taking a look. There's the fish tank. There's the cash register. There's some other small stuff. Nothing has really been done yet within the interior side. I've actually done more interior work on the cafe side. So I added the trash can and the recycle can. The cash register, this is part of the that kind of how they built it into the wall as part of the set. I left that there. I actually changed out the tile plate and started to try to add a little bit extra detail. Now in the kitchen, that's actually where I started to do some work. So I put in some upper cabinets, microwave, a little prep area. I'm going to spin it around again. It's not fully done, but I've got like working on like a refrigerator. I got an oven over here. So I got to still put a sink in and stuff. But I like where it's going. It started. Is it done yet? No, of course not. Oh. But I'm having fun with it, and that's what I like to see. So, all right. Let me put it all back together. We'll do one final shot, and be right back. All right, well, there it is. One of my first real big buildings. Again, a Set2Moc of the Creator 3-in-1 set. Townhouse and Pet Shop Cafe, Townhouse Pet Shop and Cafe, 3-in-1 crater set. Again, I'll put a link somewhere either in the description of the video or a card. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, this is one of the first real big buildings that's going into LAWLsville. So appreciate everybody watching, and thanks for coming to LAWL Lego. See you later.